Eloise and Kristen Bertelson. State speech contest. Before we get to the accomplishments and to celebrate this year's basketball team, we want to take a look back at the history of girls basketball here at Winterset. This is the fourth time that the girls basketball team has qualified for the state tournament. The first qualification was in 1938. They lost to West Bend, who was the eventual champion in the first round. In 1950, they qualified again, and they finished third place that year. They defeated Mallard for third place, and Pat Howell from Winterset was actually the tournament leading scorer back in 1950, and their record was 22-4. In 1951 was the last qualification until this year. Winterset defeated Loudon in the first round and lost to Deep River, very close game, 36-35 in the second round, and their record was 22-1. And as you can see to my right here, we've got three very special guests with us this afternoon. We're honored to have them. They're from the 1951 basketball team. So I'd like to introduce them and have them come forward, please. Marge lives in Indianola now. She came over from Indianola this morning. Arlene Mills Klein. And Marilyn Klein McNamara. Again, we're so honored and fortunate to have you here this afternoon to again celebrate your accomplishments back in 1951. So thank you so much for coming today. Come forward to discuss this year's team in the United States tournament game. I want to take a second, first of all, and all the freshman JV girls that participated, managers, please stand up. Proud of them, and I hope someday they get to experience this as well. Ladies, come on out. First of all, I want to mention these three lovely ladies. You don't know how many times I have personally in the past, and these girls in the recent past, looked up there at that white spot on the wall and said, boy, we wish you'd have a neighbor up there. We finally got it done, and congratulations to what you did, and we're very proud to be up there beside you, so thank you. We had a handful of goals. Number one, by far, unanimous, to make the state tournament. And that's always a pretty scary goal. You know, you want to have lofty goals. But it seems like if you don't make that, there's a piece of you that's lost, especially with all the high expectations we had coming into us this year. We didn't come in under the radar this year like we did last year. We came in ranked second in the state with a target on our back. And one thing we learned throughout the season
is we ran into some bumpy roads, we had illnesses, we had injuries, we had some bad play, and we had some losses in January. But I believe 100% we wouldn't be going down there tonight if it wasn't because of all that adversity and how they handled that adversity. We took every loss that we had, we talked, and we decided that we're going to take every loss and we're going to make it better us instead of pout mode, pointing fingers, and complain. And that's exactly what they did, and when it came down to perform, they did that. I want to look back just a little bit to this, it was odd because the whole season, we go through the season and not many close games. Whether we won or whether we lost, it really didn't hardly come down to the end at all, not real exciting. And then all of a sudden, the district games. And I know the district tickets are a little pricey, but you had to feel you got your money's worth on those, right? Not how it was planned, but what I was most proud of in that situation. You could look through half of that roster, at least, and point out a different girl that had to do something special in one of those two games, or we wouldn't be here right now. All right? We wouldn't be here right now without a certain play or plays from half of these girls. That's what it's all about. It's all about team. It's not about individuals. And these girls know what that's. They stand for that greatly. Okay. First thing I did after we won, after I celebrated a little dance, first thing I did was, through my mind, flooded all my former players, over 100 players. All right? But Miss Alexander, where are you at? Yeah. Stand up. AKA Kendra Ireland. My first year coaching, she was the star center. From her all the way up to these girls, all I wanted was for them to experience this. They had wonderful success in volleyball, wonderful success in softball, cross country. Boys, you've had success in football, etc. I just wanted them to experience, and that's something we haven't done since 1950, clearly. And not only am I so proud of these girls, I'm very, very, very proud of you. You guys, this is high school athletics. I'm going to look at you guys for a second. This is high school athletics. This is what it's all about. The journey with each other, getting to experience something like this. It only happens in high school athletics. Don't let it die. You know, my soapbox is a little bit here. You have a club coach come up to you and say you can't do the in-season sport. Run away from them as fast and far as possible. Because this is where it's at. Clubs are important. They make you better, don't get me wrong. But they never should replace your in-season high school sport. We got 4 girls on the starting team here that are going to go play college ball for something other than basketball. 4. And they made it to stay together as a team. So, I got 2 goals. We've reached number 1 goal. Our new goal is to win tonight. That's their goal, is to win tonight. We're there. We're excited. We're thrilled. We got more business to take care of, and we believe we can. So I hope that the weather doesn't keep us from making it there. Just try to go a little early, go a little slower. It's going to be electric. The place is going to be rocking. Get there. My second goal is that we have the best crowd in the state tournament, and I think we do, and I think we'll prove that tonight. Girls,